YouTube, what's going on? Happy Saturday. Let's crack some more cars today. A little mailbox find here from Hot Wheels Vintage Racing. This makes, I think, number 6 for my collection, which isn't very many. I think there was like 30 of them or something. It's a pretty expensive set to acquire nowadays, with many cars running in the 40 to 70 range, and even one of them up close to 300 for one car. So tough set, but you know, I'll get them as I can. I don't know if it's one of those sets I'm gonna try and go for the whole thing, but this casting's awesome. So you know, for American Muscle, my preference is Mopar. And I don't really know why that is. I don't really have like a loyalty to a brand. I just think, you know, Mustangs are a dime a dozen. And I don't know. It seems like you see a lot less vintage Mopar stuff out on the roads. You see a lot more Camaros and Mustangs and even like Chevelles and stuff like that than you do Cudas or Roadrunners, stuff like that. But this is a really cool vintage racing piece. It doesn't have as much detail as some of the others that I have. It's actually not even, really not even close. If you look, the grille is just a darker blue. It is a sharp looking car though. No tail light detail. Really nice Roadrunner though. I wish it was the 1970, but that's one of those $60 or $70 pieces. Alright, I don't know how long this video is going to be. We are 2.5 minutes in. I got another trade box from my buddy Paul Rozell. Shout out to Paul. I opened the box. I've only seen the first car. It's awesome because I love this casting and I have a bunch of them, but I do not have this one, and this was an extra. This was definitely not in the trade. And it's just awesome, from the Johnny Lightning Showstoppers. Let's get it out of the package and take a look. Just an awesome casting. I think I have 9 others of these, and they're all metal on metal, rubber tires. Very, very cool truck. It's a big, heavy, chunky casting. And I am a fan of the Dodge A100. That is cool. Got the drop shadow. That's awesome. Yep, so that's pretty cool to add this one to the collection. There you got the parachute. Thanks for that, Paul, man. I appreciate it. I like making trades with guys and throwing in extra stuff, with guys that always throw in extra stuff, because you never know what you're going to get. Alright, before I get to that carded stuff, there's a handful of loose cars. So let's see what we got in the way of loose cars. Oh, that's cool. That's a Tomica Mazda MPV. Ah, that's awesome. It has an opening rear hatch. I have a Honda CR-V that has an opening rear hatch. I love stuff like this too. So I've been called a time or two by an acquaintance, a friend of mine, who also collects the eclector, being that I collect so many different ranges of diecast. Everything from Tomica, Kyosho, Konami, all the way to Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, Greenlight, all that stuff. So I do have a few things like this in my collection, but not this particular model. So it looks like it's just a Tomica basic car, but really awesome detail. The headlights are chrome, but it gives it a really nice effect. And then another cool thing about this casting, like the CRV that I have, has the opening hatch. So pretty cool. A lot of suspension on these Tomicas. So that's awesome. Let's check out the next one. That looks like another Tomica. It is another Tomica. Oh, hell yeah. Also has an opening hatch. This is the Nissan X-Trail. That is dope. I love four-wheel drive castings. So, especially import four-wheel drive castings, because there's not a lot of this type of stuff out there. But that is really cool. I'm wondering, is that the equivalent to the Xterra, maybe? I don't know. That's dope, though. On to the next. That is a Johnny Lightning. And I don't have anything like this in my Johnny collection, so a Johnny Lightning Dodge Monaco. Or at least I think that's a Dodge Monaco. I should probably check that before I just go saying. Yeah, 77 Dodge Monaco. It's looks to be a Tomy era car. Might be learning curve. It's when they started doing plastic base. But it does have rubber tires with tread, and it does have nice detail with the door handles, brake lights. Getting a lot more with this than what you get with Hot Wheels. So that's awesome. Oh man, he threw in some other extra stuff too. Dude. All right. Okay. Which one do I want to do first? So the rest of these are all MOC. So I'm going to rectify that right now. Starting with this. Another Dodge Monaco, 1977. So we got the civilian Monaco, and now we have the police Monaco. Highway Patrol. 2011 editions. The card is... Oh, come on. Where is it at? Learning Curve. Learning Curve. Such a cool car. There you go. Highway Patrol. The next one is super sick. All right, let me get this one out the way. I love this kind of Johnny Lightning stuff. Love it. And I don't find a lot of it. I ran into a lot of this kind of stuff in in Tucson at that toy show back in March. And I bought the stuff that was affordable, but a lot of this type of stuff, these guys were asking like, you know, $15, $20 a car. And some of them I think are probably worth that. Check out this Chevy Caprice wagon, the K9 unit. Let's take it out of the package and give it a good look. It's pretty awesome. I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't put a K9 in the back of it. It's a real heavy casting for having a plastic base. This is right away one of my favorite station wagons now in the collection, because it's the only police station wagon. And I happen to really like that light bar. Very authentic to the late 70s throughout the 80s. Very, very cool car. Caution, police dog. That thing is just so cool, man. Brake light detail. See, this was 2011, so at this point, green light was out. M2 might have been out. Auto World, I don't think was quite out yet. But for the most part, you know, Johnny Lightning was the premium detail brand for a long time until Greenlight came out. So comparing stuff like this to Hot Wheels, big difference. You know, the Johnny Lightning castings, they're not cartooned. They're not, you know, they're not disproportionate like a lot of Hot Wheel castings are. They don't have staggered wheels. Unless they're supposed to. Unless the car is supposed to, then they might have it. But alright. I have 2 cars left. I'm going to do this one first. This is a Hot Wheels. This was these last 2 cars were actually the 2 cars of the trade. The rest of this was pretty much extra. He told me he was going to throw in that Mazda Atomica. But the rest of this stuff is all extra. So this is an older Hot Wheels retro entertainment car that I need for my set. I'm in the mid 90s, getting close to 100, so I'm getting pretty close to the set. But this is one of the cars that I do not have from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The Ferrari 250 California. This is the last Ferrari that I need for that collection. So I do have the rest of them. There's 2 Miami Vice Ferraris with the Testarossa or the F512. And then there's another, I think it's a Daytona Spider from Miami Vice. And then there's the Magnum PI 308. And then there's a Dino from Heart to Heart. So those are the 4. So this is 5 out of 5. And they won't be making any more Ferraris, at least not anytime soon. That looks killer loose. That really looks good. It's got a really nice stance to it. To me, stance is very important on these diecast cars. Can really make or break a car. And that looks really good, I think. That's awesome. Metal body, metal base, Real Riders with tread. I like the wheel choice for this casting. All the detail, headlights, taillights. The Retro Entertainment line it's a pretty nice lineup of cars. I think one of the better lineups Hot Wheels has done. Retro Entertainment. I think vintage racing is real popular. The garage cars are real popular. The boulevard cars, the boulevard cars are awesome, but there's so many of them that are just filler cars that are just junk. But the nice ones are nice. Alright, so this last car was really the main car that started that whole trade. 2011, which I think is also a learning curve. Oh, this RC2. This casting right now, you'd be hard-pressed to find one of these cars under $20 on eBay. The 1981 Chevy Malibu, for some reason, this casting has taken off in value. So let's take it out of the package and give it a good look. So awesome. It's unfortunate that it does not have rubber tires, but you know, when the detail is this nice, I kind of give it a pass. Let's see if I can adjust this lighting a little bit. '81 Chevy Malibu. Pretty cool looking black steel wheels. Now, I think he was telling me that this is an unofficial DOH car. That it has the same livery as the Malibu from that show. Although the car in the show was a 4-door. So, I'll have to look into that. I mean, I believe what he's saying. I don't think he's making that up. So, an unofficial Dukes of Hazzard car. Really cool car, though. I love this casting. I want to keep getting all of them. Really want to get the projects in progress. I should have bought that car when I had the chance. I had a chance to buy it for like 20. It was between 20 and 25 shipped, and I totally should have. But what can you do? So that's like back-to-back days with some totally awesome haulage. I've been lucky and made some really good acquaintances in this hobby. People that I'm happy to call my friends. And I've learned that if you treat people well in this hobby, they tend to treat you well back. You know, reputation as a diecast collector, it's important. And I'm pretty grateful for the people that I've met and gotten to know, because a lot of you guys have helped me build this collection that I have, and I appreciate it. And if there's anything I can do to help you guys get where you want to get on your collections, you know, I don't I really don't trade a lot, but if you have the right stuff that I'm looking for, I'm definitely open. So I always appreciate it. So Paul Rozell, Dreadnought, both of you guys, thank you for this amazing diecast that occupies the diorama. And it was fun cracking it all on video, sharing it with all you guys and girls that watch. So leave your thoughts below, and I'll be back soon with another diecast video. Thanks for checking it out.